fan my whole life, and I've probably watched more anime than I have movies.
You know, sometimes I'm like, is it physically possible for you to have watched that many anime shows? The answer is yes. Nick has done it.
And I just kept seeing these horrible live action anime films, and I was like, you know what? Someone needs to do it right. Someone needs to do it justice. It's a beautiful art form, and it's like my childhood pretty much. So I decided to make Reanime, which is a live action production company, and our goal is to show Hollywood how to make animes into films.
Nick had the idea, and he put it out into the world.
One day, I rewatched a Kakashi versus Obito fight, and then this is the first fight in like 300 episodes where it was like hand-to-hand combat, like a lot of story and Kakashi and Obito's friendship, and like there's so many different dynamics in this fight. And I was like, you know what? I want to do this fight scene, and I just posted on Facebook, looking for martial arts people just to see who I'd get. And my friend Una messaged me and she goes, hey, my friend Osric would be amazing, and just sent me his number. And I looked him up, Osric Chau, and I was like, that's Kevin. That's literally Kevin, and I'm a huge Supernatural fan. So I freaked out. I called him and we talked about it, and we both nerded out over Naruto.
I had a friend text me randomly one day saying that her friend Nick was doing this action thingy, and she's like, you do action stuff? We started talking, and as soon as he said Naruto, I was like, oh my god, this is it.
And then it just clicked. I'm like, wait, I worked with Mikey on like multiple projects. Mikey's amazing. He's a great director. And I called Mikey, and I'm like, I really want to do this Naruto fight scene. He goes, I love Naruto. Let's do it.
We texted one night, and then the next day we were already bringing people together, and then the next month we were on set.
This one little Facebook post turned into this giant film.
I think the biggest challenge had to have been, and so you have like these variations of camera movements and trying to nail everything correctly, mixed in with trying to get all that action, all the moves correctly, you know, making sure everything lands when it needs to land.
Mikey impressed the hell out of me. You know, he's got a great team. He did his homework, he came prepared, and he has the work ethic and the drive to push this thing forward.
Everyone involved did such an amazing job. Chris and Osric played those characters and really, brought it home, and I hope that, when the viewers are watching it, they believe it. The kids, they were brilliant, and being able to work with them was really fun. The funniest thing that happened was like the wind being so strong and having to hold giant barriers around the Steadicam to make sure that he doesn't wobble and get all over the place. And these kids, their costumes are like flying all over the place.
So I had a stunt double, Andy Lee. He is incredible. He's one of the most incredible athletes I've ever seen, period.
Yoshi is the man. He choreographed the fight scene frame by frame, copied the Kakashi versus Obito fight scene, and then he tweaked some stuff to make it realistic because we're in, real life.
There were a couple times on set where I think on any other set with another crew or another DP or director, there probably would have been a couple of meltdowns. Being a producer and DP, a lot was riding on Nick's shoulders, but to his credit, he handled these situations so well, didn't cause a panic, and what could have been a catastrophe worked out just fine. We put in the time and the thought and the effort, and I guess that's all we could really ask of the studios.
At the end of the day, all of this is for the fans, and having fans be a part of it, you're gonna get the truest form of what you're trying to make.
Anime fans and people that are involved in anime and our whole crew, they love it. To see everyone laughing and running around with an energy that can only be produced by loving something is, it's intoxicating, it's addictive, it's great.
But I hope that this sets the standard for the Lionsgate Naruto production.
We should be working with somebody like a Netflix or a Hulu, or people that have these visions about they want to try this stuff, but they're still dipping their toe in the water and trying to figure out the right way to do it. I think we're showing them a successful way to do that.
Just to see that passion behind it, this is the same kind of passion that I wish for on every single film.